All right, ladies and gentlemen, today we're continuing on our discussion about proportionality. We talked about this a little bit yesterday in dealing with similar shapes. Today we're talking about being proportional using word problems. Okay, so I've got a problem here. It says a cartographer creates a map of Bucks County with a scale factor of 1 inch equals 2.5 miles. The distance between Quakertown and Sellersville is 2.29 inches on the map. Determine the actual distance between the two boroughs. So, when you're doing problems like this, there's some stuff that should jump out at you. Okay? They give us a rate or a ratio. Okay? And it's written right here. It tells us that 1 inch on a map is the same as 2.5 miles in real life. Okay? So, right there, we have a ratio or a rate, and that's very important for us. Okay? They also ask us to determine the distance between the two boroughs. Okay? Well, the actual distance. So that means we're talking about miles here because the 1 inch is the map, the miles is the actual distance. So, you're given a rate and you're given part of that rate. The part of the rate they give you is that 2.92 inches on the map. Okay? So if you're given a rate or a ratio, and you're given part of that ratio, that tells us we can use an H table. Okay, just like you did yesterday in dealing with proportional sides. This one's a little bit different. To me, it's a little bit more easier. Okay, what goes here is is what you're dealing with. In this case, we're dealing with inches and miles. So I'm going to put inches and miles here. Okay. The next row, I like to put what I'm given. Okay, we did yesterday what you're missing and what you're given. You can do that, it's fine. But when I'm doing word problems, I change it up just a little bit. But it doesn't really matter. Okay, so what I'm given, what I mean by that is the rate that they gave you. Okay, they gave us 1 inch, and 2.5 miles. 2.5 miles. That's what you're given. That's the rate they told you. Okay? In this last row, or this last column, it's what you're looking for. Okay? In this case, they ask us to find the actual distance. So which one of those refers to our actual distance? That would be the miles. So we're finding or putting something there. Okay? They also tell us that the two distances is 2.92 miles on the map. Of the two things they gave us, the inches refers to the map. So we're going to put what they gave us, 2.92 inches. From here, we just cross multiply and divide. 2.92 times 2.5. I don't know about you, but I can't do that in my head, so I'm going to use my calculator. 2.92 times 2.5 gives you a total of 7.3. So I'm going to write that down. 2.5 times 2.92 gives you a total of 7.3. And then from there, you divide by what's left. So 7.3 divided by 1 gives you 7.3. So basically 2.92 inches on the map is a total of 7.3 miles in actual distance. Okay? So that's one word problem. And guys, a lot of them, most of them are like this. They're not super difficult crazy. Okay? We'll do a couple more. Okay? Again, I apologize for the glare on the board. Alright, next question. John, an architect, used a scale factor of 1 inch is equal to 20 feet to design a site plan. The actual car park has been designed to be 18 feet long. Determine the length of the car park as depicted in the blueprint. Okay? So they want you to find the length of the car park that's in the blueprint. Okay? So we have to look for, what do they tell us about this blueprint? Well, if you notice, they have a design. Okay, he designed it using a scale factor of 1 inch to 20 feet. 1 inch is equal to 20 feet. Right there is your rate. Okay? And typically the blueprint will be that smaller of the two units. Not the smaller number, but the smaller unit. In this case, inches and feet. So inches will be our blueprint. Alright? So they gave us a rate, and they gave us part of that rate. Okay? He designed it to be 18 feet long. And they want to know the car park in the blueprint. Okay? The rate should be pretty much a giveaway to start using your H table. But again, they're looking for the part of the blueprint, and they gave you the actual length. Okay? So, in our first column, we have our measurements. So we've got inches and feet. What you're given goes next. So we were given that rate of 1 inch to 20 feet. And then they gave us another 18 feet. They want us to find the blueprint length. And the blueprint, again, is going to be measured in inches. So we don't know how big that blueprint is in inches. From here, just like we did a while ago, we're going to cross multiply and divide. So cross multiply, we have 1 times 18, which gives you 18. And then divide by what's left. So we've got 18 divided by 20. Okay? 18 divided by 20 should give you 0.9. That's 0.9 inches. So on the blueprint, the car part should be 0.9 inches long because it is 18 feet in real life. All right. The last example, and we'll go on to our work. All right. It says Louise stops at the gift store to buy a souvenir of the Statue of Liberty. The original height of the statue is 151 feet. If a scale factor of 1 inch to 20 feet is used to design the souvenir, what is the height of the replica? Okay, so me personally, I like to find what they want to know first, and they want to know the height of the replica. The height of the replica. Sorry guys. They want to know the height of the replica. So we need to go back up, and what do they give us about the height of the replica that we can use? Well, they tell us that we have a scale factor of 1 inch and 20 feet. Again, that should be a giveaway to what you're actually doing in this problem. We have a rate, and also called a scale factor, the same thing. The rate is 1 inch to 20 feet. So out of the two, which one do you think is referring to the replica? Well, for one, they tell us the original height is in feet. So that means our replica has to be dealing with inches. Okay? So we're dealing with the rate. We're going to use our H table. We're talking about inches and feet. Again, these last few problems have been just inches and feet. Not all of your problems will be in inches and feet. Okay? What you're given goes next. We're given 1 inch to 20 feet. And then they gave us, what you're looking for. Okay? So what you're looking for, we're looking for the height of the replica, which is going to be in inches. And then they give us another 151 feet. Okay? Just like you've done before, we cross multiply and divide. 151 times 1 is 151. So 1 times 151 gives you 151. And then divide by what's left. So we have 151 divided by 20. Again, something I can't do right off the top of my head, so I'm going to use my calculator. And you end up with 7.55 inches. How do I know it's inches? Because that's the part that's missing in your H table. Okay? All right. See you guys next time.